So I went to a thrift store and I donated a bunch of stuff. And the good thing was I went in to kind of look for some other things that might be of interest to me for other endeavors that I'm going down. And the first thing I wanted to note was that there was a lot of different electronics there in form of DVD players. It's starting to happen very similar to VCR players, which is what I actually went in looking for because I wanted to see if I could find one to start taking one apart and understanding how they work. That's a side thing I'm doing. But along the way, the main reason I'm making this post is because number one, I hadn't made a post in a while. Number two, I have some time to kill before I go see my therapy appointment. And then I managed to find some really cool stuff that I picked up. Toy Story 2, which I was super happy about. These old Disney things are kind of beat up, but the cartridges look fantastic inside. I found that one and Toy Story, the original one, which I was really excited about. I'll probably do a little 80s Days video review on that more directly. And then the last one I found, I picked this one up. I was never really a fan of this cartoon, but I really love the presentation of this, and I miss the way that Nickelodeon VHSs looked. And yeah, it has an orange cassette. That's another little weird hobby of mine is I love collecting old VHS cassettes of different colors. I've seen different kinds, different types, and stuff like that. And then sometimes you find a tool that you least expect. So I had a mural that needed different size stars, and I could probably buy a silhouette or a Cricut or something and cut out a template, but instead I ended up finding cookie cutters that will work perfectly fine for drawing stars on things to a certain degree. And at least there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. There's 5 in here. That's a great find, no matter how you add it up. And I think that and a few other items that I ended up picking up ended up costing me like $10. That was nice. That was really great. But the main reason I was going to talk on here was because while I was checking out, I watched a person steal. And so did the person who was working the register in front of me. And we watched that happen, and it wasn't great. She said, "Oh, hey, thanks for coming in." And the dude ran out with his hand in his pocket. Not the happiest thing, not the best thing to see. But she and I had a really honest conversation about that, because I'd worked loss prevention before and security, and she was talking about how on the average at the thrift store, she's like, I know things here are free, and I get it. Times are hard. She didn't do anything, and she's like, it's not worth it. It's probably some small item or something they wanted to get. It really doesn't matter at this point, because like she reiterated, the stuff is free. But she even said too, I've had people that have come up to me and said they were on really hard times, and I made the decision to go ahead and let them have the thing. It's really going to do nothing to our bottom dollar. The stuff was donated. It's not a big deal. But the brazen theft is getting out of hand. And I know in the years that I've worked at, like the way that people's attitudes are changing and everything. And, there's going to be a lot of people that will blame one particular group or another group or whatever. It's my experience that it really doesn't matter. Age, gender, creed, religious, political. It doesn't really fucking matter. I used to catch people all the time of all kinds that were doing stuff. It comes down more to a point of desperation with where we are. And it's sort of sad to see. It's very sad to see. Not because of just the act of theft, but just to see that people are struggling that way. So I don't have any answers. I don't, aside from the fact that I wish that for being what is supposed to be the world's most powerful nation, that we would take care of our people a little bit more. And I know some people would say, oh, that sounds very socialistic or very bleeding heart liberal. Well, no, how can I put it succinctly? I mean, fuck off. Because, honestly, it's just about giving a shit about other people. There are plenty of people I know that have voted on both sides or thought different ways than me, and I still wouldn't want to see them hurting. So, anyway, I better get off the phone and then get into my therapy appointment, because I'm looking forward to that. It's a nice rainy day, and it'll be nice to get this experience out to my therapist too. I'll catch you guys in the next update.